sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. On the return, here's Edmonds. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Bengals. Anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for L.A. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the 1st quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Herbert off of play action. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And it's third down.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. On 4th down, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because and the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
These two teams all tied after one. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw. He gets this one to Boyd. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shoot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a good 7. Brings up another.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tap.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26. 6-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Chargers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Kirk eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The first throw for the backup Rosen. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Rosen will throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he will take it out in for the Bengals touchdown. Kareem Hunt, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Forced out to his left. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 23. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. Well, he's not going to get there. That one could be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Rolling to his left. Touchdown! It's complete. Josh Rosen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From the 44, Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he's got this down to the 35. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go with Howard again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Trey McKinney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rosen. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rosen. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run with Howard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Bengals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Swings this out for Hunt.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Here's a diving catch right side. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 27-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.